What's going on there, guys, and welcome back to Unveiling Wild. It's no secret that fish are among the most peculiar animals on the planet, but there are certainly some species of fish that are stranger than others. These species vary from those that'll make you laugh, such as the blobfish, to those that'll give you nightmares, such as the stargazer. So here's a look at the 10 weirdest fish captured by humans. Before we get started, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Number 10, the largest sawfish ever recorded. Sawfish are an extremely uncommon type of fish that are distinguished by its rostrums, which resemble saws and serve both as a weapon and a digging tool for the fish. In the spring of this year, a behemoth measuring 16 feet in length washed up on the beach in the Florida Keys. The sawfish was the biggest ever recorded, according to the scientists working for the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, who estimate that it weighed between 800 and 1,000 pounds. The Endangered Species Act provides protection to sawfish populations. The researchers were unable to determine what ultimately led to the death of the giant sawfish. Number 9, an angler reaps the reward of a rare mutant carp. Jimmy Ayala, a fisherman from Connecticut, reeled in what some people refer to as a double mutant carp. Both the fantail carp and the mirror carp are mutations of the common carp, and this fish has the characteristics of both those subspecies. The authorities of the state have said that they don't know how a fish with both morphs may exist, but it's certainly a sight to see. Number 8, visitors to the beach discover a strange moonfish. An opah that weighed 100 pounds washed up on a beach in Oregon. The opah, sometimes referred to as moonfish, is the only species of entirely warm-blooded fish that's now known to scientific researchers. They're often found rather far out in the ocean, and therefore it's a bit of a mystery as to how a specimen of such a big size could have ended up dead on a beach. During the autumn semester, a group of students dissected the large specimen. The moonfish doesn't stand out in terms of its physical characteristics. In fact, if you saw it in an aquarium, you may not even notice it. In point of fact, when compared to some of the other fish on this list, it's not the outside of the moonfish that's actually unique, but rather the innards, which contains the following. This fish is the earliest known example of a warm-blooded species, which indicates that it's capable of producing its own internal body heat and keeping itself at a temperature that's 10 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the temperature of the water around it. This one-of-a-kind physiology helps the moonfish to not only survive the harsh conditions of its natural habitat deep inside the ocean, but it also enables the moonfish to have more energy. If endothermy is such a beneficial adaptation, why haven't other fish developed it as well? This is the compelling issue that has yet to be answered. Number 7, Tennessee piebald catfish. It's not every day that you come across a catfish like this one. This year saw the capture of a number of famous piebald catfish, but this particular specimen is without a doubt one of the most beautiful and peculiar looking of the bunch. Rocco Mansueto, who was on a fishing charter on the Tennessee River, was the one who reeled in the unique fish, which most likely suffers from leucism, a condition that causes a lack of color in parts of the body. The charter captain, Joe Jellison, who assisted his customer in catching the piebald catfish, remarked, "I've never had a customer capture a piebald catfish before. They're very uncommon, with a 1 in a million chance of acquiring one." Number 6, the so-called demon fish, which turned out to be a sheep's head. I'm not sure what this weird-looking fish is, but this is why I won't swim in canals or rivers, stated a TikTok user by the name of Frankie Nicole after she shared a video of a fish that she referred to as a hashtag demonfish. In reality, the fish in question is a typical sheep's head, despite the fact that it has a set of bizarrely human-like teeth. However, this doesn't negate the fact that it's an extremely peculiar thing. Number 5, biggest sunfish ever? This is a true marine beast in every sense of the word. In the month of October, a commercial tuna boat made a startling discovery in one of their nets, a southern sunfish measuring 10.5 feet in length and 9.5 feet in width. In response to the occurrence, researchers from the Estrecha Marine Biology Station of the University of Seville arrived on the scene. They used a crane to hoist the beast out of the water, and after taking a few photographs of it, they let it free in the sea again without endangering it in any way. We attempted to place it on the scale that measured 2,204.6 pounds, but it was too heavy. I would have shattered it, says marine scientist Enrique Austdale. Considering its size and how it stacks up against prior catches, I estimate that it weighed somewhere around 2 tons. I was taken aback by that. Number 4. A WELS catfish is caught by a German angler. It's quite likely that you've never seen a WELS catfish, much alone captured one. Well, Martin Glatz, a fisherman from Germany, caught this magnificent fish when he and his twin brother were fishing in a lake in the Netherlands. The term mandarin fish is used by certain fishermen in Europe to refer to the leucitic WELS catfish. He names the fish he caught a mandarin catfish. It has the same bright yellow color of a school bus. Number 3. A LANCETFISH, creature from the Twilight Zone. A sport fishing charter business based in Orange County, South California, released a video of a live lancetfish on their website. Lancetfish are a species that are generally seen living in the deeper parts of the ocean, but one just happened to be washed up on a local beach. The lancetfish is a long needle-shaped organism that has a gaping mouth loaded with teeth that seem disturbingly similar to snake fangs. Its name comes from its long needle-like structure. The caption of the video, Davies Logger Sport Fishing and Whale Watching, says, "It's a beast from the Twilight Zone. Not too long ago, a lancetfish also washed up in Washington." Number 2. Football fish washes up on the beach. Another kind of fish that's more often seen in deeper waters washed up on a beach in Southern California not long after the lancetfish did so. This time, it was a type of anglerfish called a Pacific football fish that washed up on the coast close to San Diego. Anglerfish usually reside between 1,000 and 4,000 feet below the surface in areas where there's very little to no light. They have bioluminescent lights on the top of their heads, which they use to attract fish, which they subsequently consume. Only 2 Pacific football fish have ever been discovered in the San Diego region, and this particular football fish was one of them. Number 1. An ARAPAIMA invades Florida. This is a rather weird fish for North America, and it might spell disaster for the waters of Florida if it becomes established there. Along the Caloosahatchee River, there was a massive ARAPAIMA that washed up on the beach. The ARAPAIMA is one of the biggest predatory fish in the world. In the Amazon rainforest, a typical meal for an ARAPAIMA can include fish, birds, lizards, or even small animals. ARAPAIMAs are repulsive monsters. It's the only ARAPAIMA that's ever been discovered in Florida, at least so far. Scientists in the area are concerned that there may be more. An environmentalist working for the Calusa waterkeeper named John Cassani observed, "It should come as no surprise that fishermen like the challenge of catching a large, aggressive, and predatory fish. However, the threat to the ecology is many times greater than the recreational value of the species." Well guys, this about wraps up our video. If you enjoyed the content, then let us know by smashing that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as hit that bell icon if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on more awesome videos like this in the future. And until next time, take care and goodbye.